Good morning, friends. Welcome to online study in Sri Digambar Institute of Technology, Bhandaraj Mode, Dosa. This is JP Yadav from Electrical Department. Today's topic is Faraday's law of induction. What is electromagnetic induction? So, electromagnetic induction is based on the Faraday's law. When a magnet and a coil are interact to each other, then an electromotive force EMF is produced between them by the motion of electric coil or magnetic. So, the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, also known as Faraday's law, is the basic law of electromagnetism which help us predict how a magnetic field would interact with an electric circuit to produce an electromotive force. So, this condition is known as electromagnetic induction. In electromagnetic induction, we will study in details in this topic. This law is produced in 1831 by an experimental physicist and chemist named Michel Faraday. So you can see where the name of the law comes from. The beginning said the Faraday's law or law of electromagnetic induction are basically the result of the observation of experiments that Faraday's conduct. So what is Faraday's law? So Faraday's law is based on electromotive force and electromagnetic induction. So the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, refers to as Faraday's law, is the basic law of electromagnetism, predicting how a magnetic field will interact with an electric circuit to produce an electromotive force. This phenomena is known as electromagnetic induction. In this experiment, a coil which is connected galvanometer which show the direction of current flow, indication of the current flow, and a magnet which have two ends, north and south. When this magnet produce a magnetic field which is shown in dotted line here, these are magnetic field, these lines are magnetic field, these blue lines, these magnetic field is move this type movement north to south. When these magnetic lines, these blue lines, interact with the coil, this coil, if the magnetic is comes near the coil, then more magnet lines pass through this coil and more electromotive force generate. When the magnet is passed away from this coil, then these lines are reduced and electromagnetic force and magnetic field lines are reduced and the direction and the value of current is reduced. So the electromagnet due to electromagnetic induction, The value of the current is depends upon the number of turns of this coil, magnetic field lines interact with this coil, and movement of this magnet is affect the value of induced current in this coil. When if we want increase the current, then the number of turn of this coil is increased. Either magnetic field lines is more interact with this coil when the magnet is comes near this coil. By this method we can increase the current in this coil, and both effect, electric effect and magnetic effect, is called electromagnetic effect. Due to this effect, a electromotive force is produced and a current is developed here. The Faraday's law states that a current will be induced in a conductor which is exposed to a changing magnetic field. Lenz law of electromagnetic induction states that the direction of this induced current will be such that the magnetic field created by the induced current oppose the initial changing magnetic field which produced it. The direction of this current flow can be determined by using Fleming right hand rule. The Faraday's law of induction explains the working principle of transformers, motors, generators, and inductors. The law is named after Michel Faraday, who performed an experiment with a magnet and coil. During Faraday's experiment, he discovered how electromagnetic force is induced in a coil when the flux passing through the coil changes. So, the Faraday's law of induction, how can we explain? We explain in here in this experiment. So, the derivation is here. We can say that a relationship exists between an electric voltage and a changing magnetic field, to which Michel Faraday's famous law of electromagnetic induction states that a voltage is induced in a circuit whenever relative motion exists between a conductor and a magnetic field, and that the magnitude of this voltage is proportional to the rate of change of the flux. We explain here the induced current. Due to current, a voltage is developed here. So, the value of this voltage depends upon these magnetic field lines also affect the value of the voltage. When these lines are more in coil, then value of the voltage is greater than. When this coil is moves, this magnet is move away far from the coil, then the field lines are reduced and voltage also reduced. In other words, electromagnetic induction is the process of using magnetic field to produce voltage, and in a closed circuit a current. So, how much voltage can be induced into the coil using just magnetism? So, we explain how the voltage is increased. So, first method is increasing the number of turns of wires in the coil. How can we increase it? By increasing the amount of individual conductor cutting through the magnetic field, the amount of induced EMF produced will be the sum of all the individual loops of the coil. So, if there are 20 turns in the coils, there will be 20 times more induced EMF than in one piece of wire. So, the number of turns help to increase the value of voltage. Second method, increasing the speed of the relative motion between the coil and the magnetic. The motion between coil and magnet. Second method. First method, number of turns in coil. Number of turns increase, voltage also increase. Motion between them, if both are coming near, then voltage also increase, and both coil and magnet far away, then the voltage is reduced, because these field lines are less when they go far away from to each other, so value of the voltage is also decrease. So the second method, increasing the speed of the relative motion between the coil and the magnet. If the same coil of wire passed through the same magnetic field, but its speed of velocity is increased, the wire will cut the lines of flux at a faster rate, so more induced EMF would be produced. So the speed of the movement also affect the value of the voltage. Third method, increasing the strength of the magnetic field. So the magnetic field is powerful, then the value of the voltage is more, and the magnet is low power, low in strength, then the voltage is also lower. If the same coil of wire is moved at the same speed through a stronger magnetic field, there will be the more EMF produced, because there are more lines of force to cut. If we were able to move the magnet in the diagram above in or out of the coil at a constant speed and distance without stopping, we would generate a continuously induced voltage that would alternate between one positive polarity and a negative polarity, producing an alternating or AC output voltage. And this is the basic principle of how an electric generator works, similar to those used in dynamo and car alternator. So three procedures are explained here. First method of increasing the value of voltage by increasing the turn of the coil. These turn increased, then voltage also increased. Second method, the motion of the magnet. These magnets are in this direction, in clockwise direction. When the speed of the magnet is faster, then these field lines are moves faster, move fast, and induced EMF is increased. Third method, the strength of the magnet is more powerful, then these field lines are powerful, and these field lines are powerful, then these field lines are moved from this coil, and induced voltage is more. So the magnet and a coil, these are magnetic field generates and this electric field generate. Both experiment are known as electromagnetism. The simple dynamo type generator above consists of a permanent magnet which rotates around a central shaft with a coil or wire placed next to this rotating magnetic field. As the magnet spins, the magnetic field around the top and bottom of the coil constantly changing between a north and south poles. The rotational movement of the magnetic field results in an alternating electromagnetic force being induced in the coil as defined by Faraday's law of electromagnetism induction. The magnitude of the electromagnetic induction is directly proportional to the flux density beta, the number of loops giving a total length of the conductors, L in meters, and the rate of velocity v at which the magnetic field changes within the conductor. So the EMF equation of this experiment is minus beta L V. This is the electromagnetic force. Induced EMF is minus beta L V. So beta is flux density, L is the conductor length, and V is the velocity. So thank you for watching this video. Thanks to all.